Hello, everybody. Scotty Hines here, along with
Brooke and I.
my little baby. And we want you to bear with us as we read a little bit of John 15. So, why don't you go ahead and read some verses, baby, share with us.
Okay, I'm going to read right now 1 to 6.
All right, here we go.
Okay. I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine dresser. Every branch in me that does not bear fruit, he takes away, and every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes, that it may bear more fruit. Already you are clean because of the word that I have spoken to you. Abide in me, and I in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit by itself unless it abides in the vine, neither can you unless you abide in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. Whoever abides in me, it is that bear much fruit. For apart from me, you can do nothing.
Go ahead. One more verse.
Okay. If anyone does not abide in me, he is thrown away like a branch and withers. The branches are gathered and thrown into the fire and burned.
Oh, there we go. All right. So who's the branches?
Us.
And who's the vine?
The Lord.
That's right. Yahuwah, right? Yeah. Yahusha. And so if the analogy is that we are fruit branches, where do fruit branches draw all their nutrients from?
The vine.
Oh, so where do we draw all our nutrients from?
Yahusha.
That's right. We draw all our nutrients from Husha. Do you know how we draw our nutrients from Yahusha?
No.
You don't?
Tell me about it.
Well, I will tell you about it if you keep reading. Open up these scriptures. Remember, the Bible always interprets itself. So go back to John 15, and we're going to go a few verses further down. 12. Why don't you read that?
12, verse 12. Okay, right there. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you.
Keep reading.
Greater love has no one than this, that someone laid down his life for his friends. You are my friends if you do what I command you. No longer do I call you servants, for the servants does not know what his master is doing, but I have called you friends, for all that I have heard from my Father I have made you to know.
And so what does he want us to do? Keep his
Commandments.
Oh, and that's how we abide in him, right? Yes. So if we obey the words of our Messiah, right, we're abiding in him.
Yes, but if we don't, we're not.
And what does it say about those who don't? Go back to verses, I think it's 4, 5, and 6. What does it say? It's, verse 6. What happens to the branch that does not abide in him?
I can actually tell you.
Well, go ahead and read it.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead and tell me.
Okay. So if you don't abide in him, the branch, he will cut you off, gather you, and throw you to the fire and withered.
That does not sound good, right?
Mm-mm.
But if you abide in him, at times he will do what?
He'll prune you.
He will prune you. Now, what's the difference? Do you want to know what the difference is between cutting off and pruning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when you cut off a branch, you're getting rid of it because it's no good. It's useless.
But when
it won't bear fruit. But if you prune a branch, guess what it'll do?
Bear fruit.
Bear much fruit. It'll bear twice as much fruit as it originally did.
Okay,
right? Well, read verse. Now, let's go do something really quick. Why don't you read verse 16?
16, where's that?
Next page.
Oh.
Verse 16. What does it say?
Let me find it. Okay. You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you that you should go and bear fruit, and that your fruit should abide, so that whatever you ask the Father in my name, he may give it to you.
Verse 17.
These things I command you, so that you will love one another.
Oh, man. So we get to bear much fruit, right?
Yes.
Isn't that amazing? Do you think pruning hurts sometimes?
Yes.
It does. I'm sure it does. But guess what? The trials that the Lord gives us, they only produce more fruit in our lives when we obey and we continue to keep his commands. And he blesses us, he matures us, and grows us so we can be a better father and a better
branch.
Yes, but you are my daughter.
Yeah.
And we can learn to be a blessing to our neighbor. Amen?
Amen.
High five.
Bye.
Adios.